I know alcohol is obviously not great for you. It tastes extremely healthy. Like,
stay off the cuff, that's OFF. Show them bars to the worldwide net. All the drinks made yet, pass one to me. Blessed he, the old-fashioned king, the old-fashioned king.
Virginia is for Grubbers. We're back again with another Old Fashioned Friday, and this week we're back in Reston, Virginia. We're at Barcelona Wine Bar, which is located right here in Reston Town Center. This is our third stop, and today we're gonna do a review on their bourbon spice rack, which is sort of a riff on their Old Fashioned. I did ask the server, I said, is the bourbon spice rack like an Old Fashioned? She actually said no. She said it's the Laird's Lane is more similar to an Old Fashioned, which is on their menu. However, the Laird's Lane is using a monkey shoulder scotch. A, I'm not a fan of scotch. B, monkey shoulder scotch actually makes a pre-made Old Fashioned. We did a review on it like 2 years ago for one of these episodes, and it got one of the lowest scores in pre-made Old Fashions in the history of our channel. Speaking of our channel, if you just tuned in, we are Virginia's for Grubbers. We do a series every single Friday called Old Fashioned Friday, where we review a different Old Fashioned at a different location every single Friday of the year. We review these Old Fashions off of 4 things: 0 to 3 on appearance, first sip, overall taste, and 0 through 1 on overall ambiance. Before we get into this, again, the server did say I should go with the Laird's Lane. I told her I'm not a fan of monkey shoulder scotch, so we're gonna give them a little leeway. We're gonna jump into this appearance. So pretty small glass. Obviously, you guys have been watching my channel. We've done an episode every Friday for the last 4 years. I'm a fan of a big glass. They do have single cube, no clarified ice. This is our third location that we stopped in Reston Town Center. Not one place had clarified ice. Even we did a $35 review and they didn't have clarified ice. And if you don't have clarified ice, Reston Town Center, you can get the best clarified ice at stillice.com. They will hand deliver it to your restaurant right here in the DMV. We gotta give them a little leeway because she said this isn't technically an Old Fashioned, so obviously no garnish, no orange peel, no Luxardo cherry, small glass, single cube, no clarified ice. Max score you can get without clarified ice is 2.5. The glass is like super small. However, Barcelona Wine Bar is known for small servings. They're known for tapas. They do small dishes, hence, you know, we got some small dishes of food here. I've never really had their cocktails. Maybe they do their cocktails in a similar fashion. With that said, I like a huge glass. Appearance, we're gonna go flat 2. We're gonna jump into this first sip. The bourbon spice rack, 4 Roses Bourbon, maple syrup, lemon, lavender bitters, and a Cardamaro and a Cardamom. The Cardamom is a spice that is similar to a ginger and turmeric. So if I say that this Old Fashioned is a little spicy, it's probably gonna be leaning towards that off of the first sip. Like I'm expecting like a ginger and turmeric as a very strong flavor. So here we go, first sip. Okay, so you definitely get some ginger. The lemon and ginger is what you taste right off the tongue. Both very strong flavors. With that said, it's 85 degrees out and a little ginger and lemon tastes very refreshing right now on a nice hot summer day. And it's also smooth, it's important to note too. Four Roses Bourbon, obviously great bourbon. Definitely different than your typical Old Fashioned. You're gonna get more of an orange type flavor when they the orange on the top of it. So here you're getting mostly ginger and lemon right off the tongue. It's solid, and again, it's refreshing. Not blowing my socks off, it's still solid. I'm gonna go 2.4. We're gonna get into this overall, and then we're gonna talk about the overall ambiance at Barcelona Wine Bar. Barcelona Wine Bar opened in 2015 right here in Reston Town Center. It's one of the kind of OGs of restaurants located right here in RTC. Has over 7,000 square feet of space inside and outside. Right now, obviously, we're sitting on their beautiful outdoor patio, which is located right next to this huge public park that you can go have a picnic, play with your kids in the water, get some shade with the trees, take a nap. Literally, there was people taking naps over there, so that's beautiful. I'm a big fan of this place because of the tapas. I'm not a fan of places that serve you just these huge portions. I like the small servings. I think it balances your eating habits out a lot better. They have a huge influence on the Spain culture, on the food, and then obviously the wine as well. So as far as ambiance is concerned, I didn't ask if they validate parking. Excuse me, do you guys validate parking here?
We do.
They do validate parking, which is, we're 2 and 1 right now on validation for parking. So shout out to Barcelona Wine Bar for validating parking. As far as ambiance is concerned, we're gonna go full 1, it's beautiful, and they validate parking, so that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, when you get the lemon and ginger combo, it's just kind of overtake the flavor of the cocktail, but it's still solid. We used to get these freshly squeezed juices from this juice bar in Leesburg. I know alcohol is obviously not great for you. It tastes extremely healthy. Like, it tastes very refreshing and very healthy because you're getting a lot of these really good natural fruits and spices. So last sip, here we go. To be honest, it's probably the most consistent Old Fashioned we've done. We've done 3 in a row. The ice cube, even though it's not clarified, still held up pretty well on 85-degree weather. With that said, it's always gonna melt if you don't have clarified ice. You can't give the exact same score as far as the overall consistency is concerned because it's gonna dilute the cocktail a little bit. So we're gonna go 2.3 on overall, and there we have it. Barcelona Wine Bar, Reston, Virginia. Virginia is for Grubbers, 7.7. Cheers.